And if you look underneath the radar, there's the polygon. That's the actual warned area. It's possible that we could see new warnings issued, new polygons, as this continues to move off to the northeast pretty quickly at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. And you'll notice that it is impacting the Oroville area. And even if you're away from the actual hazard of a tornado, you're still seeing some very strong winds, cloud to ground lightning, and even some hail. So we'll zoom in a little bit closer, and we'll continue to zoom in closer. There, of course, is Oroville. This is Highway 70. That's Grand Avenue. So the core of the thunderstorm is just off to the north and northwest of Oroville. Again, the worst of what we're seeing on the returns is mainly along Highway 70 and off to the east. So if you're thinking about traveling to that area, you really need to delay that until this thunderstorm pushes off to the east and northeast. And we'll switch over to what we call the velocities. And what you're seeing with the reds, those are outbounds. And again, this is from the Sacramento radar. This is not from the Beale radar. So wherever you see the reds, those are winds that are moving away from the radar site. And then wherever you're seeing the greens, those are winds that are moving towards the radar site. And of course, Sacramento is off to the south of this area. So you've got winds that are going in this direction, and you've got winds that are going in this direction. And when you have those winds that are so strong and so close to each other, that's when you start to get the rotation. So I'm actually going to draw what I'm talking about right now. So again, the greens are going towards the radar site, the reds are going away from the radar site, and that is what we call a couplet. So you've got a little bit of a circulation. But again, this was at 2:48 this afternoon. So this is what, 25 minutes ago. So this is not what's happening right now. But this was about the time that that warning came down from the National Weather Service. And this has been pushing off to the northeast ever since. So now we can animate it and kind of show you what's happened ever since that warning has come down. You'll notice that you have that couplet still pretty strong at 2:49. And then heading into, actually let me switch out of that. And then you'll notice once we start getting a little bit closer to the Oroville area, we'll still have a little bit of a circulation, but it's starting to fade. So that's some good news. Still a little bit of a circulation, but not as tight as what we were seeing. Do we have any idea where this was taken? Spotted in Oroville, yeah. So this was probably taken, I would guess, sometime in the last 20 to 25 minutes. Again, it was back right around about 250, 245 when we were seeing some of the most impressive velocity scans from the radar. So I'm going to guess this was probably taken around about 250 this afternoon. So a great picture. Do we know who this was sent in by? Do we have a viewer that we can thank for this? Nathan Cobb. So Nathan Cobb, thanks for sending this in. Of course, if you see something like this, you want to seek shelter immediately by the Oroville area. It looks like right about the same area, same time maybe. Of course, we got some trees that are blocking the view, but it goes to show you why that tornado warning was issued. And that tornado warning is still in place through 3:30 this afternoon. So we still have about 9 minutes left on that warning. So let's go back to the weather graphics. Let's take another look at the scans. Again, thankfully right now, we're not seeing the scans that we were seeing about 25 minutes ago on the velocity. So again, this is not our typical radar that we show that shows the rain, the snow. This is actually picking up on the wind. So we still have some pretty strong winds in place. And these straight line winds, even if they're not rotating, can still be very dangerous and can destroy property. So again, you still need to be taking this warning very seriously. Make sure that that polygon is still in place, because sometimes it looks like the polygon may have been eliminated. So it looks like the tornado warning may have already been allowed to expire early. If you see any more severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado warnings issued, we'll likely jump right back in. But at this point, it looks like the tornado warning was allowed to expire early for Butte County. But again, you still need to take these thunderstorms very seriously. We're still tracking quite a bit of cloud to ground lightning, some heavy rain, and even some hail will be possible. And again, we'll have the latest on this if we do not see any more warnings coming up at 5 on KRCR TV.